do, and we just need to like go our own way. So they did this resolution just 2 days ago. They were on the national news about it. But there's just like not that simple as it sounds like. That's the thing. So it's really interesting. Are any of you Puerto Rican, or do you have Puerto Rican relatives? Well, what's your feeling on this?
I don't really, like, Puerto Rico would fall, like, completely if they were independent, because they're right now, they're a disaster, completely. Like, my dad's friend right now from Puerto Rico is living with us, because it's crazy.
There's a big crime problem, as I understand it, like gangs and stuff.
But everything, it's like the main streets, everything's just my dad looks at it and he's like kind of like disappointed. He doesn't know like what's going on.
I think there's a lot of violence going on. I think it's mostly drug and gang kind of things. Yeah, that's big, and it's very small to try to be some country. What did you think? Right there. Yeah. What's your family think about it?
Well, they think that it should still be part of the U.S. but not become a different state, because Puerto Rico won't make on its own, because we help them a lot by giving them a lot of stuff.
They do have a big advantage, is they don't pay income taxes. So, which is kind of an interesting thing. Employers in Puerto Rico have to pay minimum wage, don't they? They have to go by federal laws and pay minimum wage and stuff, but Puerto Ricans don't pay income taxes. But on the other hand, not paying income taxes, I'm not sure how that translates to, I don't know if that's good or bad. Yeah.
I was thinking that because Puerto Rico relies on what we give them. So if they become independent, they'll lose it all, and then they'll become worse expensive. So all I think that they should really have is the ability to vote for our presidents and have the rights that we have.
So you're going for a compromise solution. Well, you're an American, we love to compromise, we really do. Yeah, that's like halfway there. It's an interesting topic. Well, how many of you think that actually Puerto Rico will end up as a state? I mean, there's definitely a push for it. Do any of you think that'll happen, like say within the next 10 years? You're not seeing it. Why not?
Because, I don't know, there's people who there are a lot of people that want to be seen, there are a lot of people that want to be independent, there are people that live it now. And I think that some people need that other people to realize that they can't do it on their own and becoming stable with their identity, but it would just change a lot.
Well, it's a struggle for small places like, say, Jamaica. It is a struggle, to be a country when you're a small place.
I mean, I don't think the U.S. benefits from making Puerto Rico a state. They're not in a situation where they have a territory of their own where they can do their military testings. But, and they're still getting, more people to call them into the U.S. and they're still getting all the trade and stuff, but they're not part of the U.S.
I'm not sure what the population is, but I know that there's a huge population of Puerto Ricans not actually living on the island. Do you know what
There is a huge one, and it grows more and more with every year.
And they're in New
But I
York
would like,
and like Orlando,
Yeah.
the center part of Florida.
but I would like to add something about the fact that she mentioned. Cuando ella dice que Estados Unidos en realidad no se beneficia de Puerto Rico y que por eso es que ella piensa que nosotros nunca vamos a realmente convertirnos en un estado. Si Estados Unidos no se beneficia de Puerto Rico, ¿por qué no ha soltado el gavete? Porque Puerto Rico no nos ha soltado.
That's true.
Puerto Rico, porque Estados Unidos no nos ha soltado. Cuando Estados Unidos, después de más de un siglo, voluntariamente y deliberadamente ha dicho, hasta aquí llegamos, it must be because there are interests of the nation on Puerto Rico. And I'm not saying that should put any of us in disadvantage at all. What I mean is that certainly they have the power of not having us as a territory.
Well, the thing is, Puerto Rico is in a really good geographic location.
That's one of the things.
Because, we have a huge Navy. And we depend very much on, we are the leading military power in the world. if you look at the geography of the Caribbean, Puerto Rico is situated in a really nice place because it's quick from Puerto Rico to get to Africa, to Europe or whatever, and also it's like right here. So there's definitely, for one thing, a military interest, like a geographic interest. I know and they used to do those formal tests. Did you talk about that?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I think that, like, what I meant to say before is that they don't benefit from making Puerto Rico a state, but they benefit definitely from keeping it.
They benefit from keeping it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I think that's why they won't make it.
Well,
Oh, sorry. The problem with making like Puerto Rico a state would be that then, like the United States would have to like pay for them, so they would lose a lot of money, billions of dollars into like making them a state and like bringing them together and stuff. And there's a lot of like unemployment there, and when they become a state, then they would have to like give them all the benefits of like their minimum wage and like also like the poor people would get like food stamps and like Medicare, so they have to like
They already are. That's what happens. It's not gonna change in that way because everything works like a. Remember, we are citizens. We just don't have the formal title of being a state and some of the benefits of being a state. But we are citizens. We have the same.
Since you were born is an American passport.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So that situation in terms of how employment will go by and some of the economics, logistics of it, they are already going on, and they've been going on already for more than a century.
What do you have to say?
They will like benefit from like keeping it as a territory, but if they make it a state, it would be a disadvantage for Puerto Rico, not in the sense that they would lose their identity, which they would, but in a way that, like how you said, that they don't have to pay income tax now. They would lose more money if they became a state now. Became a state, because they would have to pay income tax. They would have to be just like the rest of the state.
Look, if you came along and told people in Florida, hey, we've got a deal where you won't have to pay income tax, people would be like all over it. So that's another thought there. On the other hand, a lot of Puerto Ricans are not making very much money, so actually they might benefit from paying income tax because of the earned income credit, which might be helpful. It's just a really complicated thing, and it's kind of a weird thing because see, here we've got this issue that really came out of all this kind of backward thinking from 120 years ago when, like I said, it was like the style to go out and get these territories. Like, we still own Guam. It's just sort of out there. It's this little island way out in the Pacific, and it's just a weird situation.
How come the situation with Guam is the same as with Puerto Rico?
Well, because there's like hardly any Guamians, A, and B, it's so far, far, far away. We do see people from Guam occasionally, and we have some military bases that we use that we have on the island. But it's like just not many.
It's not really.
Yeah.
I have a question to back what you said from before. You said that our representatives, it depends on our population in each state. So if they do make Puerto Rico a state, would they add more people to the representatives, or they would just take away?
No, they capped it out. We have 435 representatives, and that's it. Because no matter if we had 10 states or 100 million more people, because it just is already unwieldy. I think 435 is an awful lot, actually, to try to get that many people to agree on stuff. So now it's what they